Hi friends, this is Sarah from Crafting and Relaxing. Welcome and thank you so very much for joining me. I appreciate you taking the time to come into my craft room and see what's going on, whether you're brand new or you've been with me since the beginning. This is the Crafty Goals with Amalia collab, and we bring you a video in the early part of the month to tell you how we did on our goals for the prior month. So we're going to talk about how I did on June goals. June was like a blur. I barely remember. It was so busy, so stressful. I really tried to focus on crafting and relaxing to help with that. And I got a ridiculous amount done. I didn't sit down and think, oh, this is what I'm going to do. Certain projects in other months, I thought, oh, I'm going to do this for something new or something blue. I didn't. I just went through the month, got to the end, and thought I hadn't done any of my goals. But when I looked at it and really thought about it, I had. The only thing is I finished up No Paper Left Behind July 1st. So I was a little late there, but I got the job done. For something new, I sold on Etsy for the first time ever. I never sold any of my crafting stuff that I remember. Haven't participated in a craft fair or show. I couldn't think of a time. So thank you so much to Annie Creates. She's here on YouTube. She bought the first thing out of my Etsy store and kind of helped me get started. Then for Make Something Blue, I thought that I completely skipped that one. But then when I sat down to make this video, I realized for Father's Day, I used blue Distress Oxides and a blue paint skin and made something blue. And the point of something blue is to make something that I will like and get out my blue supplies and play with them. So I feel like I did that. I didn't think about it, but I did. My journal page, I did my journal page on the 29th or the 30th. And I had it started and I had it in my head. I used Crackle glaze and watercolor pencil. And the page itself is a little ugly, but I think growth is ugly. And if you notice, it's really rough here, and then it kind of turns into this amazing colored stamp. I think this is Stamplistic. And I use those letters that I love. So this is a page for me, really fun. It sort of could have qualified as a blue project too. And it has crackle. It probably doesn't show really well. It has crackle and gesso and a lot of texture. And I like how it fades from this nightmare over here into this. And the crackle glaze on top of the stamp is kind of stained glassy. It's fun. So that's my journal page. My 30 minutes of tidy, you'll notice I started the month super strong. Look, June 6th, I did a 30-minute tidy. June 7th, I did a 30-minute tidy. And then I left room like I was going to do more. No, I did not. My room is a hot mess. I like that I start strong. I think this goals collab is very interesting because there is so much that I would not do if I wasn't accountable to tell you. And because I track it in my book, I remember, oh, I haven't done that. So I thought that was interesting. I made progress on this page. I know, it's exciting. I ordered the photographs to make my Garth page. So they just came. In fact, Mr. Crafting and Relaxing picked them up for me on the 30th so that it would be done in the month. So I worked on it. Maybe in July, I'll actually make that 12 by 12 page. I should be working on the quilt books because I'm going to go see my mom. We could be exchanging fabric scraps or whatever, but I haven't. But maybe I'll think about asking her when I'm there. Events with crafty friends. I think there's going to be some crafting with friends this weekend, but not what I would consider, something big enough. Just because you see your friend that's not in COVID, that is exciting. But when I made this book, that wasn't the plan. Okay, this is where the month got crazy and I didn't even notice it. Use up 2 things per month. When I made this page, I talked about all sorts of different things, but it has morphed to 2 whole paper collections or pads. I used 5 in the month. Look at this. It's crazy. I'm missing 1, but this was my No Paper Left Behind, and I did just finish that one. So that one's recent. Sweet Clementine was my Smash That Small paper pad. So that one was stuck in my brain. I did turn the page and just wrapped it up towards the end of the month. But then I forgot I also did Dreamy during the month. And hooray, I made all these birthday cards. They were really fun. There were some in my Etsy store, some have sold. I still need to make more birthday cards. I just, people like birthday cards, and I realized I don't dislike making birthday cards, but I know that I won't follow through and send them on time, so that's why they're not something I'm really excited to have. They're like a reminder of a goal that I won't meet. These were the collections plus Dreamy. So when I listed it out, in fact, I forgot about Hooray. I just wrote it down right before I did this. Cheerful, I knew because I was pushing. Dreamy, I forgot about. I did so many that I literally forgot that I did them until I started looking around and I had to go through my YouTube channel. I can't believe I did 5 in a month. I'm exhausted. My room's a mess. I think it was too much. I think I'm going to try and dial it back for July. The word for the collaboration for this month is relax. And I think maybe I got a little too aggressive here and sucked a little bit of the fun out. So I think I'll dial it back a little bit for July. Over here is where I started tracking my partial pads in April. And I did 1 Canoe 2, the Twilight. I didn't use every bit of it, but I got rid of the bag, so I'm calling it. So that was the only partial that I resolved in June. And in fact, I found more partials in June. As I clean my room and sift through things, I keep finding things that aren't necessarily in the right place. So I have more partial pads and things than I thought. Those are my goals for the month. And I'm not sure what papers I'm going to be using in July yet because my videos haven't been out long enough for my subscribers to say, hey, these are the paper collections I want to see. So we'll get to that. I think in July, I really need to think about cleaning my room, and maybe relax and calm would be good words for July. Thank you so much for watching. Be sure and check out the other collaborators, see how they're doing on their goals. Maybe they'll give you a peek at what they made. If you want to see things that I made, I have other videos so you can check all of that out. Thanks so much for watching. I hope you're taking time for crafting and relaxing. Bye-bye.